Hi everybody, I'm going to talk with you a little bit about Noteflight and how to use this great online resource that we have for free that's going to give us a lot of opportunities. So many of you have talked about working on your own music, and this is a place where you can write that out. And for those of you that haven't done any of that, we're going to do some composing as well. And it's an easy to use point and click software. So we'll be able to do a lot with it, and we'll use it for some projects too. So I'm going to walk you through some basics right now. Let me share my screen with you. All right, so we are looking at the Noteflight homepage. Yours might look slightly different. I'm in my teaching side of it, but it should be pretty similar. So here is the sight reading. That's our first little project we're going to work on in here. When you open it, it should look like this. So you'll be able, through Google Classroom, you'll open up a link into this. If you have to log in, it's your Google Classroom login. So sign in through Gmail, or sorry, through Google, use those logins because you're all already set up with an account. If you have your own account, we'll be able to link those later. But for now, log in to the school account so that you can see what I'm posting. So here's your first Noteflight assignment. Okay, so I've put a ton of instructions here, and then down at the bottom is the actual sight reading piece that we're going to look at. Okay, so some things about navigating here. We have the menu on the left over here. The three lines will open up anything that you may need to use, and I can choose to show or hide components depending on what I want to see at the top of my page. Okay, so there's lots that I can do there. Some of us like to have everything open, others don't want that much, so you could remove them as well. Okay. At the very top here, I have a play button, a transcribe, and a record. So play will play anything that's written out. Okay, so I can play through that exercise. Maybe not while I'm screen recording. Pretend that that played. Transcribe would be if you have a MIDI keyboard and want to use that to input information. I've used that a couple of times. I love it. And then a record function as well. Okay. Other things, there's all those pieces that laid out there. I can play with the look of things. So let's talk a little bit about this assignment. So you're going to do the following. You're going to change the composer's name. So you'll click there, erase that, type your own name. It's a point and click use there. Write in the solfege for the clef that you sing. This is in the key of D major. Everybody starts on Do. Okay, so I can select the three lines over here. I can go down to text, or maybe you already had that listed at the top, and I click lyrics. And then, oh, sorry. First, you want to select that first note and then repeat that, lyrics. And now I can continue to type what those next notes would be. Okay. And you can go through and edit that as you go. Okay. Then audiate the exercise. So I know that that's my do. So you're going to think through, once you've written that in, what that'll sound like. Then I want you to go ahead and play. And if my screen were working to play it, I would play it right there. Okay. And it will play it for you. After that, I want you to record yourself singing through it. So select this button. We'll see if it'll work for me. Okay, I think it will. So let's give this a go. It's going to give me 2 measures of counting in, and then I start to sing, and it's going to record it. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, ti, la, ti, do, mi, do. I finish and I push stop, or it did it anyway. And then what will happen, oh, there we go, it populated. Over here in my mixer, it shows up my track, okay? So now I can listen to just my track. Do, re, mi, re, do. Yowza, there we go. That was a little loud on my end. If I want to listen to it with the piano, then I would select there, turn my volume down, and play it again. So I can check and see if it lined up. Let's say that recording was a hot mess. I can delete it and do it again. Or if I go to record again, it's actually going to ask me It's not going to ask me. Oh, I thought it would override it. Let's see if it's going to make a new recording. We'll learn together. Do, re, mi, re, do. So it takes a minute to process. Oh, it let me re-record just a portion of that. Okay, so if I wanted to re-record for measure 3, I could select there. Oh. 2, 3. Do, do, di, la, ti. So I was able to go in and just re-record a portion that I had some trouble with. And then once it processes, you can see the wave, kind of, it's not wave files, but you can see the visual of my voice track, okay? If I wanted to come out here, let's see. Oh yeah, no, there's where I select both of those. So once that's done, if this were in your student account, you would be able to then save it for the Google Classroom file for the assignment, and that'll sync it back to Google Classroom so that I can see it. I don't have that component. Once you've done that, I really encourage you to play around. So this menu may be slightly different for you, but you can come over to Create. I'm gonna leave this site. And you start from the basics, okay? So maybe you just want to write a melody. Maybe you want to do a piano alone. Maybe you have a piano vocal thing in mind. Maybe you want to write out some guitar work or just guitar tabs. All of those are preset. Anybody want to write a string quartet? So that will preload somewhere to start from. And after that, it's a point and click sort of thing, okay? So right now this is the key of C, and I can just click for each note as I go, okay? If I want to change note types, that's all available in the other components, okay? Oops. There's so much that we're going to be able to do with this. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. All right, those are the basic things for Notability. Let me know if you have any questions, and I can't wait to see what we do with this. Thanks, guys.